What up, boys? It's Jack. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't. I probably shouldn't have created yet another new channel. Um, I understand that you guys are probably annoyed by me doing this, or maybe you're worried about me burning myself out. But I promise you, I promise you, I promise you, I am not getting burnt out at all from making this particular channel. Reason being is because when it comes to like my two primary channels, those are very scripted videos. Those are very composed. They're very properly composed videos where I try to script out all my thoughts correctly. But every now and then I just need to let loose, right? I don't need, like, I shouldn't have to always have scripts in order to describe my feelings on something. And furthermore, every now and then, something, because I look at the news a lot when it comes to geek culture, and every now and then I will see something so goddamn stupid that I can't help but want to get it off my chest right now. And honestly, posting YouTube community posts on the main channel in order to vent my feelings on it is just not enough anymore. So yeah, let me just have this, okay? But yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about because yippee woohoo, I am so freaking excited. Toy Story's back. Why the hell is it back? It really didn't need to be back. It really felt like, I don't know. Well, actually, I do know. Money. But yeah, it is back, and it should not be back. And also, Toy Story 4 should not have been a thing either, but at this point, I'm just going off topic. Now, when I first saw this article yesterday, I did not believe that, I thought that was hyperbolic. Like, you see that title? Toy Story 5's first trailer pits Woody and the gang against an evil iPad. And when I saw that, I thought that was just Kotaku, like, clickbaiting or some shit. I thought they were, like, just trying to exaggerate for funsies or clickbait title just to be funny. I don't know. But no, after personally watching the trailer myself, no, it is not an exaggeration. It is not an exaggeration in the slightest. They do tackle, they face off against an evil iPad. I swear to God, what the fuck? What the hell is existence anymore? Now, I'm going to read this. I'm going to get into this. I'm going to describe my feelings on this. And obviously, my feelings are not positive. But before we do, I would politely ask that you like and subscribe to this channel. This new channel that I have created. I don't know if this is going to be a thing. It might be. It might not be. Who knows? Who cares? I just need to get this shit off my chest, okay? So yeah, this is a thing and exists. Now, furthermore, before I even get to reading this article, I just want to express my feelings on the Toy Story IP. Toy Stories 1, 2, and 3. These are movies that pretty much sum up to be a perfect trilogy for, you know, like, yes, they're just kids' movies and you shouldn't take them that seriously, but that's not what I'm complaining about here. What I'm complaining about is the fact that you should just let it die. You know what I'm saying? Some things need to be kept at rest, and when you keep trying to make sequels after sequels and spin-offs, then it kind of tarnishes the value of the original series. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, Call of Duty. People don't even remember the fact that Call of Duty used to be an absolutely iconic first-person shooter series. But since they pump these goddamn new games out literally every year, people just don't find them valuable anymore. Look, this is not just like a piece of media thing. This is just how everything in reality works. Value is based off of it being finite. And when you're basically reanimating the dead body of an IP that you've been trying to bury twice in a row now, what with the ending of Toy Story 3 and 4, it just feels like really soulless and shameless continuations for no good reason. Now, to this movie's very little defense, I saw the trailer very clearly. It's trying to tackle it's trying to tackle more modern things such as, oh hey, how iPad kids are a thing, and oh hey, brain rot, da-da-da-da, right? Obviously, it's trying to tackle that. It's like supposed to be a meta-narrative on how toys are becoming irrelevant more than likely. But still, it doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter when your past two movies, you were trying to just close the casket on this series entirely. Like, look, Toy Story 3 came out a long time ago, right? And I still remember the way that movie ended. It was like all of the characters exiting stage left for good. Like, I was a teenager when I saw that, right? But when I saw, like, I cannot tell you how much that hit me hard back when I watched it when I was a teenager. But then Toy Story 4 came out, and then I was like, oh my god, okay, you want to do this crap? And apparently at the end of Toy Story 4, it was also trying to close the casket as well, because I never saw that one. But I'm looking at the subtext, and it says that we find out why Woody is back despite the end of Toy Story 4, which clearly indicates that they were trying to wrap it up, like, for good in that movie too. But, nope, we're here. Again, the only excuse that this movie has for existing is the fact that it's got this meta narrative thing going on, but like, who gives a shit? Like, just do it with a completely new IP. Don't do it by continuously bringing back characters that you keep saying, oh, hey, we're wrapping this up, this is the end, let's move on. Let it die, okay? Just let it die. And yeah, the only reason why I'm making this video is because I really felt like me and this one article I'm looking at right now are the only people on the same page of thinking that this is going to be dog water. I gotta say dog water, and I can't say. I'm trying my best not to curse. It's just I gotta get it out of my system. But anyway, yeah. Shout outs to Kotaku and Kenneth Shepard for being able to have some common sense and see that this movie is garbage. Because I've been looking around for other articles involving toys, but because I've been looking around for other articles, and yeah, they kind of just glaze the thing, like they glaze it hardcore and act like nothing's wrong, even though there very clearly something is. Maybe these are just like brown nosing news websites that don't want to get on Disney's bad side or something. But I don't know how it works. I really don't. I'm not that familiarized with how like I read the news, but I don't know how like their actual studios work. But whatever, who cares? I'm reading this, and I'm glad that I found something that actually resonating with me here. Usually these articles tend to be professional, or at least they attempt to be, but there's a lot of bitterness peppered into this, and you're gonna see. Toy Story 5 is probably right behind Toy Story 4 on the list of movie sequels we did not need, but the movie's first trailer feels surprisingly timely and relevant in an age of AI threatening everyone's jobs because rich people keep insisting it's the future. And yeah, like I said, it was very clear that the trailer was trying to show off that Toy Story 5 is going to be some kind of meta narrative. Pixar's latest tale of toys and tablets is coming to theaters on June 19th and picks up with Andy's old toys living with their new owner Bonnie, who was first introduced as a toddler in Toy Story 3. She's a little bit older now, and she's less interested in dolls and action figures than she is in the shiny new tablet her parents brought her. Like all the toys, Lilypad, voiced by past live star Greta Lee, is a sentient object in the Toy Story universe, and she isn't holding back about her intentions to replace Bonnie's obsolete toys as her favorite plaything. A lot of kids are killing time with screens these days, so it's a good, suitable set for a Toy Story movie in 2026, even if this series should have ended twice already. I am so glad I'm not the only one who noticed that they were trying to close the casket on this twice in a row. But like, screw that. Like, okay, I think that this article here is being a little bit too generous. Yes, they do have an original idea because they want to tackle something that's a current present day issue. But it doesn't matter if you have a new original idea for something, for an IP, when you specifically tried to bury that IP twice over. It just feels so shameless, man. I know it's just a goddamn kids movie, but you don't go off on this swan song twice in a row and then turn around and say, oh, hey guys, I'm back. What's going on? We got a new movie. The trailer also reveals why Woody, who left the group to be with his long-lost love Bo Peep at the end of Toy Story 4, is returning for this outing. He seems to have been in contact with his old friends via a walkie-talkie, which is the laziest cop-out ever. And when he gets word that big tech is invading the playroom, he returns to try and help. Wow, that is so stupid. The cowboy toy is now starting to show some wear and tear, though, as he now has a bald spot where the brown paint of his hair has worn over time. It's a good bit. No, it's not. It's not a good bit. None of this is a good bit. This is all awful. I can't show the trailer. I'm not going to show my live reaction to the trailer because you guys know how YouTube is. It's bad. They're like all copyright nut jobs. They're gonna take down the video in a nanosecond if I actually do show it. You know how these corporations are. But yeah, man, this has got to be the most sold. If there were ever a perfect display of what it looks like when a multi-million-dollar company just was only focused on the dollar signs, then I feel like this is it. I don't care if I don't care if it's trying to be a new meta narrative. I really don't, okay? And it's really unfortunate that that's the case because this is coming from Pixar. Pixar usually has a really positive track record, am I right? But yeah, man, maybe the movie will actually turn out to be good. I don't know. I honestly don't care. I can't watch this, okay? Wait, what the hell? I didn't even notice this. It is, however, the first in a line of sequels the company has announced, with The Incredibles 3, oh my god, and also Coco 2 in development, and just as unnecessary as a fifth Toy Story. Like, bro, that is so goddamn... How are they... You have got to be kidding me. I didn't even know they were making an Incredibles 3. Like, why? Like, I can't. When it comes to Disney and Pixar sequels, nearly all of them feel like excessively pointless and soulless speed runs. You know what I'm saying? Like soulless speed runs through the intellectual property where they're just trying to show off. Hey, remember this guy? Hey, remember this guy? You know what I'm talking about? Like Finding Dory. Finding Dory is a perfect example of a soulless speedrun through what you liked about the first movie, rather than actually providing anything new to bring to the table. And while I can look at Toy Story 5 and say that, hey, oh hey, at the very least they're trying to tackle something that's actually, a current day issue, that still doesn't change the fact that this should have died a long, long ass time ago. So you know what? Now that I'm actually sitting down and thinking about all of the worst and most shameless Disney sequels out there, I'm realizing that maybe I should be a little bit more lenient with this one. After all, these guys are actually trying to be topical as opposed to just doing memba berries. But I'm still on that. I still can't get over that, oh hey, we tried to end it twice thing, okay? I feel like my point still stands on that. So yeah, man. That's my thoughts. I am very freaking annoyed by this, and honestly, I probably wouldn't even make this video if this title wasn't like an actual thing. Like, if this title was not actually what was happening, then I probably would have never made this video, and I probably wouldn't have even wasted my time making this channel talking about this. But this was so goddamn stupid that I just could not take my mind off of it. So yeah, man, this is Blacklight Jack signing out. You guys have a good one, alright? We'll see you later.